A gang of masked criminals rolls up and robs a mafia-owned bank in Gotham City. But man, they can't trust each other, and it turns into a backstabbing bloodbath until only the Joker's left standing. He's the sly mastermind behind it all, and he bolts with the money like a boss. Get ready to buckle up and experience a heart-pounding adventure with The Dark Knight. Join him in a world where heroes and villains clash and action takes center stage. With his extraordinary skills and a dash of teenage wit, this movie promises to keep you on the edge of your seat, laughing and fully engaged from the very beginning to the epic finale. Batman's doing his thing, taking on the bad guys, and he teams up with Harvey Dent, the district attorney, and Jim Gordon, the police lieutenant. Together, they're out to wipe out Gotham's organized crime once and for all. Bruce Wayne, the billionaire playboy, is all about showing public support for Dent. He's hoping Dent will kick crime's butt so well that Batman can hang up the cape and cowl. Why? Well, Bruce wants to win over his childhood friend, Rachel Dawes, even though she's got a thing going on with Dent. The mafia bosses in Gotham are having a powwow to figure out how to deal with the Joker, the cops, and Batman. But surprise, surprise, the Joker himself barges in on their meeting. He's got an offer for them. He'll off Batman in exchange for half of the hidden fortune their accountant Lau squirreled away before bouncing to Hong Kong to dodge the law. Batman gets some help from his buddy Lucius Fox, the CEO of Wayne Enterprises. Together, they track down Lau in Hong Kong and bring him back to Gotham's police custody. With Lau's testimony, Dent can finally lock up those crime families for good. The bosses are like, "Okay, Joker, it's a deal." So he goes and takes out some big shot people involved in the trial, even offing the judge and police commissioner. Gordon saves the mayor, but Joker ain't done yet. He warns that the attacks won't stop until Batman shows his face. Next up, he goes after Dent during some fancy fundraising dinner and tosses Rachel out of a freaking window. But don't worry, Batman swoops in and saves her just in time. Wayne's having a hard time wrapping his head around the Joker's reasons, but his butler, Alfred Pennyworth, drops some truth bombs, saying some folks just love causing chaos. Then Dent goes all in, claiming he's Batman to lure out the Joker. And you know what happens? The Joker goes nuts, attacking the police convoy, taking Dent. But Batman and Gordon are on it. They nab the Joker, and guess what? Gordon gets a sweet promotion to commissioner. At the police station, Batman grills the Joker for info. The Joker's all like, "Hey, I just find you amusing, man. No plans to off you, really." The Joker is a real mastermind, and he knows how Batman feels about Rachel, so he spills the beans that Rachel and Dent are held in separate buildings, rigged to blow up. Batman's on a race to save Rachel, while Gordon and the crew go after Dent. But the Joker is a sneaky little devil and switches their locations. Boom! Rachel gets caught in the explosion and doesn't make it. Dent's not doing so hot either. His face gets seriously burned on one side. The Joker manages to break free, gets the location of the fortune from Lau, and burns it all down, taking Lau out in the process. Wayne Enterprises accountant, Coleman Reese, thinks he's got Batman's identity all figured out and wants to spill the beans. But the Joker ain't having it, and he threatens to blow up a hospital unless Reese gets taken out. The cops scramble to evacuate hospitals, and Gordon's doing his best to keep Reese safe. Meanwhile, the Joker gets chummy with Dent, who's feeling pretty disillusioned. The Joker convinces him to take justice into his own hands and avenge Rachel. Dent's all about leaving his choices up to fate. Using his two-headed coin, he starts offing the corrupt officers and mafia guys tied to Rachel's death. As the city freaks out, the Joker drops another bombshell. Literally. He reveals that two ferries, one with regular folks and the other with prisoners, are rigged to blow at midnight. But there's a catch. One group has to sacrifice the other to survive. The Joker can't believe his eyes when the passengers on the ferries refuse to turn on each other. Batman takes down the Joker, but he's all about not crossing that killing line. As the cops swoop in to arrest the Joker, he drops a bombshell. He admits that even though Batman couldn't be corrupted, his plan to mess with Dent worked like a charm. Dent's got Gordon's family in his grip, putting the blame on him for Rachel's death. He's flipping that coin of his to decide their fate, but Batman's not having any of that. He tackles Dent to save Gordon's son, and the dude ends up falling to his doom. Batman's convinced that Dent's the hero Gotham needs, and he thinks exposing Dent's corruption will just mess things up. So he takes the fall for Dent's actions and persuades Gordon to keep it all hush-hush. Meanwhile, Alfred burns a message from Rachel that was never delivered to Wayne. She said she chose Dent, and Fox, being the smart guy he is, destroys that creepy surveillance network Batman used to hunt down the Joker. The whole city's in mourning, thinking Dent's a hero. But now, the police are out for Batman's head, launching a major manhunt. Thanks for embarking on this heart-pounding ride with The Dark Knight. We hope you had a blast diving into the action-packed world of heroes and villains. But hold on to your capes, because there's more to come. Get ready for thrilling sequels and mind-blowing adventures with The Dark Knight. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned as the next chilling adventure awaits.